We are live here for the FIBA Chat Party. I'm Michael Cerroti with you. Puerto Rico and Mexico set to face off in the Puerto Rico Olympic Qualifying Tournament. We will have live stats and commentary for you. Official broadcast on Courtside 1891.basketball. Puerto Rico at 2-0, Mexico 1-1 are set to square off in the semifinals. A trip to the championship tomorrow against Lithuania on the line, and the winner of that game will move on to the Summer 2024 Olympics in Paris. The loser of this game, well, their dreams of playing in the Summer Olympics are over. Again, the winner will go on to tomorrow's championship. Tomorrow we will have 4 championships live for you from FIBA Olympic Qualifying tournaments. Brazil against Latvia at noon Eastern. Bahamas against Spain at 1:30 Eastern. Greece versus Croatia at 2 o'clock Eastern. And of course, the winner of this will take on Lithuania. Bahamas, well, they're on a fun run right now. And they have some good talent. An 18-year-old VJ Edgecombe has been playing incredibly well for the Bahamas, and they have one more game to get to Paris. But that, a different tournament. We're here in San Juan, Puerto Rico for the Olympic Qualifying Tournament. All right, already a Lithuania fan in the chat saying who will be playing against tomorrow. Lithuania, led by Domantas Sabonis, a very impressive team trying to get to Paris. Again, I'm Michael Cerroti. I'll be hosting this chat party here on FIBA. So I'll be looking all over the place. That's where my eyes are going, looking at the game, looking at the chat, looking at the official stats that you can find as well on FIBA.basketball. We're just moments away from getting started between Puerto Rico and Mexico. Tip-off at 7 o'clock Eastern. A lot of Puerto Rico flags in the chat so far. I have not seen a single Mexico fan tap in here yet. The home nation, Puerto Rico, in this Olympic qualifying tournament. This game is sold out. Tickets are over $160 right now on the secondary market. They're starting at $48 right now for tomorrow's championship game. Again, FIBA.basketball is where you can find all official stats, highlights, rosters, everything you need from all 4 Olympic qualifying tournaments. All right, we officially have a Mexico fan here in the chat. The first Mexico flags I've seen, compared to about 100 Puerto Rico flags early in this one. We haven't even gotten started. Puerto Rico playing at home, going to win for sure. There's definitely going to be a big home crowd advantage at Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Again, a sold-out crowd for the home nation. All right, some more Mexico fans have joined into the chat. A little late to the party, but they're here. That's all that matters. We still have not tipped off, so have not missed any action. Mexico, a pretty young team, but Puerto Rico kind of the same. Puerto Rico, just 3 players that are 30 years of age or older. They're led by Jose Alvarado of the New Orleans Pelicans. Alvarado, most known for his steals. He would hide in the corner in the NBA, and as the point guard went up the floor, he would just poke it out from behind and go back up the floor. More Puerto Rico flags are back. We're renewing an old rivalry here in this one. The only NBA player currently playing for Puerto Rico is Jose Alvarado. They did have other players that were drafted to NBA teams, played in the G League. We will get started 10 minutes from now, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Tremont Waters is the most notable former NBA player. He was the 51st pick in the 2019 draft to the Celtics. Aleem Ford as well, played for the Orlando Magic. But Jose Alvarado, the only current NBA player on Puerto Rico. Mexico, on the other hand, has no players currently in the NBA. However, they have 2 players that are too young to even be in the league. A 17-year-old in Kareem Lopez, a 15-year-old in Adrian Isaac Porras. We're going back and forth with Puerto Rico and Mexico flags in the chat. Absolutely love to see it. An emoji battle before we've even taken the floor. A great game earlier today, Greece and Slovenia. It ended up not being too close, but a matchup between Giannis and Luka. Greece came out on top, so they head to tomorrow's championship in their home qualifier, and they will play against Croatia. Again, we'll have chat parties for all 4 qualifying finals. From a Lithuania fan, Puerto Rico has a 60% chance to win, Mexico 40%. So for my few Lithuania fans already in the chat, who are you hoping wins? Would you rather see Puerto Rico, or would you rather face off against Mexico in the final with a chance to go to Paris? Game is live on courtside1891.basketball. I'm doing my best here in this chat party to give you guys the commentary. And again, live stats will be up while the game goes on. We still have not tipped off yet. So once the game gets underway, you will have stats appear on your screen. Puerto Rico would be a more interesting game for Lithuania. Yeah, the Lithuania-Mexico game got out of hand in the second half. It was close for a while. Lithuania won by 12. That was in the group stage, but the game really felt a little more out of hand than 12 points. Lithuania has looked very good. Again, they're led by all-NBA player Domantas Sabonis. All right, some more Puerto Rico fans entering the chat. Over 400 people watching live. This is a chat party with live stats and commentary. Almost time to get tipped off from Puerto Rico, the home nation, taking on Mexico. Mexico is 1-1. They beat Ivory Coast 92-81 on day 2. After that 12-point loss to Lithuania to open the qualifying tournament in group play. All right, another one saying a 60-40 chance for Puerto Rico. 60-40, that's a good percentage for me, because that game will be close. Even if Mexico has a 40% shot, they'll keep it close for a while. And that's how this one should go. A pretty evenly matched game. They score just about the same amount of points per game. Entering this game through 2. They are a very evenly matched opponent. Puerto Rico scores 89.5 a game. Mexico scores 88 per game. Both teams shoot it right around 50% from the floor. Puerto Rico is 2-0. They dominated Bahrain to open this tournament 99-56, and then they upset Italy to win Group B 80-69 after it was tied going into the fourth quarter. So Puerto Rico riding some momentum after that win over Italy into this semifinal game. Just about 5 minutes to go until we get tipped off. This is a pretty solid rivalry. We're renewing an old rivalry between Puerto Rico and Mexico today. They've squared off several times recently. The all-time record for Puerto Rico is 13-9 against Mexico, but they have won 3 of the last 4. They met in last year's World Cup. Puerto Rico won by 10. So again, an evenly matched game here tonight, and renewing a rivalry between Puerto Rico and Mexico. I'd say Mexico they definitely have a shot for an upset here. They're led by Joshua Ibarra, who's first in this tournament with 20 points per game. Excited to see this game. Definitely exciting. On paper, it'll be a great game for Lithuania. They are very good. Marius Grigonis has been scoring the ball very efficiently for Lithuania. He has been the leader. Sabonis has played limited time, and Marius Grigonis has taken it onto himself. The guard is scoring the ball at a pretty ridiculous rate, leading Lithuania to a 3-0 record so far into the final. Puerto Rico has a great squad for this potential Olympic run as they go through this Olympic qualifying tournament. It's almost time to go from San Juan for Puerto Rico and Mexico. Again, live stats will appear just on the right side of your screen. The starters for Puerto Rico, it'll be Isaiah Pinheiro, George Condit, Jose Alvarado, Ismael Romero, and Tremont Waters. On the other side for Mexico, Kareem Rodriguez, Fabian Jaimes, Gabriel Giron, Joshua Ibarra, and Paul Stoll, who leads this tournament in assists. There will be live play-by-play stats here on this party chat, and I'll be providing live commentary as well. The official stream is on courtside1891.basketball. We will not be showing the broadcast here on this stream. Just live stats and commentary. If Puerto Rico wins this one, the finals would be interesting. Yeah, Lithuania is big, and they take a lot of time on offense. They swing it around. They love to find the paint. Puerto Rico is guard heavy. Led by Jose Alvarado. He did not score against Bahrain, but he had 29 points against Italy. He's also averaging 3 steals per game. That's what he does best. We are inside a minute to go until tip-off, and I just realized that my light is not turned on. So I should do that before this gets started. Rookie mistake by me, not turning the light on. Much better now. In Puerto Rico and Mexico, the fans are rowdy in San Juan. It's a sold-out crowd. The home nation of this qualifying tournament, Puerto Rico, set to take on Mexico. Puerto Rico to the Olympics. We'll see about that. Still 2 games to go. Again, winner of this plays Lithuania in the final of this qualifying tournament. Puerto Rico has the upper hand. Role players anywhere else except Jose Alvarado. Yeah, Jose Alvarado definitely the star for this team, but he's got a solid supporting cast. No superstars. Tremont Waters, a solid player. Aleem Ford had 10 points against Bahrain. Stephen Thompson scored 20 against Bahrain. The star for Mexico, Joshua Ibarra, averaging 20 a game. We're underway from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Mexico. We are playing basketball. Again, live stats will follow while they come on the right side of your screen. Puerto Rico is wearing white and going left to right. Mexico in red jerseys going right to left to begin this game in the semifinals of the Puerto Rico Olympic Qualifying Tournament presented by FIBA. A corner 3 is up, and it drops in, hit every part of the rim and backboard, and it rattled in from the corner. It's Fabian Jaimes. On the other side, Alvarado going to the basket. He threw it off the bottom of the backboard, but it was last touched by Mexico. It's a baseline inbound for Puerto Rico. Off the inbound, a missed layup by Pinheiro. All right, Puerto Rico fans are active in the chat to begin this game. It's a 3-0 lead early for Mexico as Joshua Ibarra spins in the post and puts it in. The highest scoring player in this tournament at 20 points per game. Alvarado floats it in from just inside the free throw line. Kareem Rodriguez scores. Lithuania fans hoping for Mexico in the championship. Alvarado going to the line after he went to the basket and got fouled. Official broadcast is at courtside1891.basketball. That's courtside1891.basketball. Live stats and commentary here on this chat party presented by Smart. Mexico basketball after Alvarado goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's 7-4. The early lead for Mexico. Ibarra catches it down low and lays it in. Lithuania did look very good against Italy. Down low, it's missed. Back to Puerto Rico. They trail 9-4. 2.5 minutes gone by. Alvarado misses a corner 3. Kept alive initially, and then taken away by Paul Stoll and Mexico. And a foul is called as Stoll made his way up the floor. Again, my eyes are going all over the place. I have the stream, I have the stats. and I have the chat. So viewers, feel free to stay active in the chat, drive conversation. This is a place for you to provide your thoughts and commentary on this Puerto Rico and Mexico matchup and what will happen in the rest of the qualifying tournaments and Olympics. Fabian Jaimez knocks down a 3 from the left wing. It's an 8-point Mexico lead. And a foul is called. After Puerto Rico got the ball back, Tremont Waters got to the free throw line and got knocked down from behind. Over 165 total points. Both teams' averages, I would say yes. Puerto Rico at 89.5, Mexico at 88, so the total would be over 165 if they are able to reach those averages. But this could turn into a slugfest. Puerto Rico on the fast break. Waters lobs it inside, and the lay-in drops in easily. Ismael Romero down low for Puerto Rico, wide open on the run out. Ibarra catches it in the post, missed it with his left hand. Waters gets fouled. Yeah, while the averages do say that these teams will go over 165 total, this could turn into an absolute shootout, which would have a high total, or this could turn into a defensive grudge match. Could really go either way. Two pretty evenly matched teams in this semifinal matchup. Waters catches it. He gets a high screen, top of the key, puts up a deep 3 and hits it. Actual game is over on courtside1891.basketball. This is a chat party, so live stats, live commentary, and where you can drop your thoughts in the chat. A 3, and there's the answer. Mexico goes back up by 6. That's Gabriel Giron, as Waters tries a 3 and missed it, and then it rattles around the rim and out on the offensive rebound. A 1 of 3 start from distance for Puerto Rico, 15-9. Mexico on top with the basketball. Paul Stoll to the right wing. A 3 is missed. Ibarra fighting for the offensive rebound, could not pull it away. Surprised if Mexico wins. Yeah, Puerto Rico is definitely the favorite in this game. But Mexico has a good enough squad to put up a fight, most definitely. We're just about halfway through this first quarter of action. It's 15-9. Mexico leads and Puerto Rico has the basketball with a baseline inbound. Caught by Waters up top to the right wing. Waters, baseline attack. Pass is poked away. Somehow ends up in the hands of Romero, and he lays it in. Count the basket for Ismael Romero. Some Mexico fans firing back and saying they have this game locked up. It'll be interesting as this game goes on. Puerto Rico the favorite coming in, especially as the home nation. Yep, the official live stream is at courtside1891.basketball. Courtside1891.basketball. Lithuania and Puerto Rico have very different play styles. Puerto Rico a lot more similar to Italy, guard heavy, and they move quickly. Lithuania more methodical, They take their time with it. No shortage of scoring so far, that is for sure. It's 15-11 halfway through the first quarter. A fast-paced, high-scoring game here. Winner of this gets Lithuania in the championship tomorrow of the Puerto Rico Olympic Qualifying Tournament Championship. There are 3 other finals tomorrow as well. You think the Puerto Rico power will be on display in the second half? I would say Puerto Rico definitely has more speed than Mexico does. So we'll see if that speed can last through the entire game. Ibarra catches it. The floater is off. Some more Mexico flags being put into the chat. Dump off from Alvarado. That's a great pass, and Romero finishes down low. Puerto Rico is back within 1. 15-14 Mexico early. The live stream is also available on Claro Sports in some regions. Courtside 1891 is a worldwide stream. An incredible time in international basketball, and tomorrow is going to be electric in the FIBA world. We have the qualifying tournament finals, the FIBA U17 World Cup finals, also tomorrow. USA will take on Italy in that tournament. USA absolutely dominant. What do you guys think? Will USA run away with it in the Olympics, or can another team put up a fight? Corner 3, that is wide open, and it's good. It's 18-14 Mexico. A wide open 3 in the corner. Jaimez puts it in. Alvarado with an and one somehow got that to go. On his way to the floor, Jose Alvarado flipped it up, high arcing, just on the right side of the floor, giving up a lot of height to Ibarra. But Joshua Ibarra commits the foul, and Jose Alvarado will go to the line trying to make it a 3-point play. Lithuania will take the dub. Doesn't matter which team makes it. You think Lithuania will come out on top of this qualifying tournament? Rod Wave Elite team has some of the U17 players. AAU basketball is crazy nowadays in the United States. The youth players go from team to team in a matter of days. Yeah, that U17 USA squad is loaded with talent. Some Puerto Rico fans entering the chat. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's put up on the floater and in. Kareem Rodriguez scores. He's averaging 9.5 per game, through 2 for Mexico. Alvarado gets tripped up, no foul called. He still got the pass away, but the 3 is off the mark from Reed. Offensive rebound. Puerto Rico can't cash in on 2 3-point attempts as Waters missed it from the right wing. Lithuania is definitely the favorite heading into tomorrow's final. Doesn't matter who wins this game. On paper, Lithuania is better than Puerto Rico and Mexico, but these two teams still have everything it takes to put up a fight and potentially steal a bid to Paris. Waters turns it over down low, looking for the pass inside to Romero. – 20-17, Mexico on top of Puerto Rico. A long 3, that's well short by Stoll. Yeah, Lithuania was pretty dominant today against Italy. If they do play like they did, they just control the pace of play so well. And that'll be important, in my eyes, especially against Puerto Rico, who tries to move it so fast. Waters, that's a deep three from the top of the key, and the Puerto Rico fans are loving it. Tremont Waters from way downtown. We're tied up at 20-20. The floater drops in for James. Again, it feels like my eyes are going all over the place. They really are. I have the chat, stats, and stream all up at once, so that's where my eyes are traveling to. Mexico on top. Fabian James has 9 points already. It's 22-20. The away team is on top. A minute 17 to go in the first quarter. Mexico making some substitutions. Andriassi checks in for the first time. It's Puerto Rico basketball, a baseline inbound with 17 on the shot clock. They inbound it to Howard. Looked at the wrong roster for a moment there. It's Jordan Howard for Puerto Rico. Alvarado, a deep right wing three, too strong. A three is up from the left wing after the offensive rebound. Missed by Howard. It's kept alive again. Puerto Rico pulls it out. Back out for Howard. 10 to shoot. Jordan Howard sets up the offense. He's up top. Howard has it taken away for a moment. It's taken right back, and Puerto Rico does not get a shot off. It was batted around, and a shot clock violation against Puerto Rico. Devon Reed lost it initially, got it back, but didn't have time to put up a shot. 11 of the 12 players on Puerto Rico played college basketball in the United States. I think that's such an interesting statistic. And Jordan Howard just reminded me of that. His younger brother, Marcus, was a star in the Big East for Marquette. And college basketball in the United States is very different from anything else. Paul Stoll hits a step-back three from the top of the key. 5-point Mexico lead. So much pageantry and pride in college basketball in the United States. And while fans absolutely love international basketball, it's nothing like college in the U.S. It's taken away with a second left on the clock. Mexico does not get a shot off, though. It's 25-20 after one quarter. An incredible game after 10 minutes. Mexico leads it. High energy, fast paced. The official stream is on courtside1891.basketball. We just have the chat party here on the FIBA Basketball channel YouTube with live stats and commentary. But the official broadcast, courtside1891.basketball. This is most definitely a game so far. Mexico not only staying in it, but controlling the pace, and their defense has caused all sorts of problems for Puerto Rico. They hold a 5-point lead heading into the second quarter. Mexico definitely doing more than just holding up so far. This defense has been impressive. Puerto Rico, what makes them so tough to guard is their speed. And Mexico keeping them in check and forcing them to set up the half-court offense instead of getting out and running. Through the first 10 minutes, Puerto Rico has 6 fast break points. Mexico has 0. 5 turnovers for Puerto Rico. Mexico has cashed in 6 points off of them. Impressive play from both teams offensively, but Mexico scoring the ball 5 points more in the first quarter, 25-20. Team USA officially started training camp today in Las Vegas. They are the heavy favorite going into the Paris Olympics. LeBron, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, just to name a few that USA has for head coach Steve Kerr. What a team they have, and they'll be tough to stop in the Summer Olympics. We are back underway from Puerto Rico. Mexico holds a 5-point lead over the host nation of this Olympic qualifying tournament. France looks good as well. Yeah, they look like one of the teams. I think France and Canada have the best chance to knock off USA. 3 is off the mark for Mexico. Wemby is a specimen, to say the least. That's for sure. Victor Wembanyama is something else. The length he has and still plays with such control. 3 is up and off the mark from John Clavel. Clavel gets it back after the offensive rebound high on the right wing. Screen comes. He kicks to the left wing. That's a 3, and it's good for Devon Reed. Tremont Waters headed back to the NBA if he plays well in the Olympic qualifying tournament. Tremont Waters is one of the best members of this team as a supporting cast for Jose Alvarado. Waters is averaging 9.5 points per game and 7.5 assists, which is second in this Puerto Rico qualifier. 10 points, 12 assists against Italy. Reed, a kick to the corner. It's missed. Offensive rebound tapped out. Howard fakes a 3 from the point. He drives in and floats it in from just inside the free throw line. We're tied up at 25. Jordan Howard. And you can see there, if you know college basketball, you know how similar he looks to his younger brother Marcus. Former star at Marquette. Jordan Howard played his college basketball at Central Arkansas. And Howard played high school at Perry in Arizona. Who plays there now is Koa Pete, one of the top members of the U17 World Cup team for USA. That USA team won by 80 in the semifinals today against New Zealand. They will play Italy in the final tomorrow in that tournament. A pair of offensive rebounds for Mexico, but they can't cash in, trying to tip it back in. Howard on the attack. Off the glass won't go, but a foul is called. Jordan Howard will go to the free throw line. He did not score against Italy, but had 13 points against Bahrain. Howard scored 11.4 points per game in the 2023 World Cup. In that event, Puerto Rico was unable to qualify directly to the Summer Olympics as they placed 12th. They did meet Mexico in that tournament. Puerto Rico won that matchup by 10. A full capacity USA team. That'll definitely be fun to see because USA has not had such a loaded roster in quite some time in FIBA events, but this Olympic team is one of the best we've ever seen. Jordan Howard hits the 3 and Puerto Rico all of a sudden on a 10-0 run. Just like that, to begin the second quarter, Puerto Rico goes up by 5 after a 10-0 run. The Puerto Rico fans, both at the game and in the chat, are absolutely loving it. We have a Bahamas fan here in the chat. Full games are on courtside1891.basketball. I'm a big fan of VJ Edgecombe for the Bahamas, scoring the ball so well at just 18 years old. Bahamas could go on a miraculous run to Paris if they can beat Spain and pull off another upset tomorrow in the championship. Mexico is 0 of 7 from the field to begin the second quarter. And out of absolutely nowhere, the blink of an eye, 30-25, the lead for Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico fans just came to life in the chat. I'm seeing Vamos all over the place on the screen. Live game on courtside1891.basketball. This chat party, we just have live stats and commentary. It was Jordan Howard hitting a right wing 3 to force a timeout by Mexico. Mexico is led by one of their great players all time, Omar Quintero. He's the head coach, but not liking what he's seeing in the second quarter, calling a timeout for his squad. He took the head coaching job in February of 2021. He played for Mexico years back. He led the 2003 AmeriCup in scoring, 21.1 points per game. Ball up. Puerto Rico ball with a 5-point lead. Looks like it'll go under. The pace of scoring has definitely slowed up. The first quarter was a very fast pace. A 3 is up from the top of the key. That drops in. That's the 17-year-old Kareem Lopez, averaging 6 a game in this tournament. So impressive that somebody who could be playing for a youth team is not only on the senior national team, but scoring. Kareem Lopez plays his professional ball in Spain. Into the game for Puerto Rico is George Condit. Mexico ball, 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. Thank you for the chat. You're very welcome. That's what I'm here for. This chat party here on the FIBA Basketball channel, brought to you by Smart. For this Mexico-Puerto Rico matchup, the winner will play Lithuania in the final of the Puerto Rico Olympic Qualifying tournament tomorrow. We have 4 championship games with bids to Paris on the line. Mexico, after the inbound, they only had a few seconds to shoot and they had no idea, so they commit the 24-second violation. Mexico turns it over to Puerto Rico. 5:46 remaining in the second. Jaime Jaquez is one of the greats out of the nation, but not a part of this national team. Jaquez, an impressive player for UCLA, now playing in the NBA, but not a part of this national team that is currently down by 2. A 3 is up after some hesitation, and good. Christopher Ortiz hits it from the right wing. Puerto Rico's lead is 5. We have a whistle. Officials are discussing something. We might have an unsportsmanlike foul. They're signaling for 2 free throws to be taken, and that's exactly what it is. Israel Gutierrez is called for a technical foul, and George Condit is at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Condit, the 23-year-old forward, played his college basketball in the States at Iowa State. 16 points per game in this tournament, averaged over 10 per game in the 2023 World Cup. Puerto Rico up 34-28, and they get the basketball back after the unsportsmanlike foul against Gutierrez. A bad foul that you do not want to give up in a game this close. Giving Puerto Rico 2 foul shots and the ball. A pass from Ortiz to Howard. He's deep on the left wing. 2 to shoot. Howard takes a couple strides to get to the paint and floats it in. Jordan Howard with some long strides, getting right to the rim and floating it in. An impressive finger roll there from Jordan Howard, and he has 9 points, already above his 6.5 average. William, welcome to the FIBA YouTube membership. A reminder, you can join as a member now, starting at just 99 cents per month. Click join on the FIBA YouTube homepage for exclusive rewards. Right wing 3 is up. There's a foul, though. It did not come on the shot. It just came on the screen. George Condit set the screen, and he got knocked down. Foul is against Paul Stoll. Second personal against Stoll. He's the main facilitator for this Mexico team, but already in some foul trouble with 2. Puerto Rico already warmed up. Yeah, they were just getting warmed up in the first quarter. I mean, they do look a lot better here in the second. They're controlling the pace so much better. And they're doing what they do best, using their speed to get to their spots, whether it be to the wings for threes or into the lane. Free throw line jumper off the pick and roll, no good from Condit. The video is over on courtside1891.basketball. A takeaway by Howard. He goes all the way down the floor and an easy lay-in in transition. A 10-point lead for Puerto Rico. Jordan Howard into double figures. Jose Alvarado just gave him a big hug at the bench. Another timeout taken by Mexico. 38-28. An 18-3 start to the second quarter for Puerto Rico. Jordan Howard got into the passing lane for the steal, and he took it all the way down. An easy layup and another Mexico timeout. Puerto Rico leading the the rebounding battle 21-15. Mexico doing pretty well on the offensive glass, but not able to cash in. Wonder if Mexico's going to come back or if this is an early beginning of the end. We'll see how they come out of halftime. Yeah, definitely still time in this second quarter. And obviously the first 3 minutes of the third quarter are some of the most important of the game. Starting out hot in the second half can be big, but you're right. If Puerto Rico keeps building like this, it'll definitely be tough for Mexico. Paco Cruz, chain of threes or something. They'll need a big run, but Puerto Rico not having any part of it. The first quarter was just controlled by Mexico. They did not allow Puerto Rico to use their fast guard play to do what they wanted to do, but the second quarter, is being run by Puerto Rico. And already 2 timeouts called by Omar Quintero and Mexico, facing a 10-point deficit with under 4 to play in the second. Ibarra has it way up top. Cross-court pass to Stoll in the corner. He tries a step-back 3 off the rim. Offensive rebound. Lopez had it. He got stuffed, though. Up top, it's Reed. It's a 10-point lead with the basketball for Puerto Rico. Score at the top of your screen, 38-28. Puerto Rico on top of Mexico. Eight to shoot after the foul. Jose Alvarado is looking on with a warm-up shirt on for Puerto Rico. Alvarado played the entirety of the first, scored 7 points, has not stepped back out onto the floor since. Some more Puerto Rico flags coming out into the chat. So there's a discussion right now between the officials. There was a foul that went against James. It was off the ball. On the ball, however, there was a 3 that went in. So one official put up this signal saying the 3-pointer was good. Another official said a foul. And the basket is no good. So it's a blocking foul off the ball. The shot does not count. It's against James. No 3 points for Puerto Rico. Second personal against James. Ibarra also has 2. Gutierrez with 2. And Stoll with 2. If they can keep it at 2 by halftime, they'll be in a fine spot. But if they get a third foul before we reach halftime, could be trouble for Mexico. Into the lane, a kick out. Howard saves it from going out of bounds. Reed, oh, he somehow got that to go. He went baseline, got walled off, dribbled to the elbow, and then put up an off-balance fadeaway. But he puts Puerto Rico out in front by 12. Mexico could be getting into some trouble. 40-28 now, Puerto Rico. The fans are absolutely loving it. .304 to play in the second quarter. A 12-point lead for Puerto Rico on top of Mexico. Mexico forgot how to score. I mean, that would sum it up real well. 3 points in 7 minutes of the second quarter. Paul Stoll dancing with it. He steps back for a 3, missed it short. It's off the rim. We had a foul on the rebound. We have what looks to be a couple in the stands. They're both holding their shirts like this. One is a Puerto Rico jersey, one is a Mexico shirt. So maybe some family fights going on today. But this one getting settled on the floor. Does not have to get settled in the stands. It's 40-28. Puerto Rico on top of Mexico. Under 3 to play in the first half. Inbound goes to Ibarra. He kicks out. High left wing for Stoll. Gives it up. Rodriguez walled off on the baseline. To the elbow. It's put up by James and in. Cuts the lead to 10. Official broadcast is at courtside1891.basketball. It was a 20-3 start for Puerto Rico to the second quarter. That advantage in this span now 20-5 after the runner on the elbow by Rodriguez. So it's a 10-point lead for Puerto Rico over Mexico. At the line is Tremont Waters for Puerto Rico. Oh, yay, they can score. Mexico coming back here in the second. Waters, good on the first. Commentators for the U tournaments. This summer I was on the U18 AmeriCup and on the U17 World Cup as well this past week. I was calling the USA-New Zealand game earlier today. USA ran away with that one, won it by 80 in the semifinals of the U17 World Cup. They go to the championship tomorrow to play Italy. 5 points in 8 minutes is crazy work. It's not good for Mexico. Not a good quarter. They had a great first quarter. Got out to a 25-20 lead after the first 10 minutes. Tremont Waters, good at the line on all three. 43-30 now. Mexico swinging it around. Kick out. Stole, drives. Another extra pass. Rodriguez puts up a three and hits it. We're going back and forth. Puerto Rico got 3 points the easy way at the free throw line. Mexico does it the hard way from beyond the arc from Kareem Rodriguez. Unfortunate you missed that game. You missed a big-time blowout. AJ Dabanza, Cameron Boozer led the way for USA. Brandon McCoy also looked good. Dominance for Team USA in the U17 tournament. Rodriguez makes another three. A 6-0 solo run for Kareem Rodriguez. And the lead is back to just 7 now. Kareem Rodriguez came into this game averaging 9.5 points per game. Is Mexico locking in? They just might be. Kareem Rodriguez now into double figures with 10 points. This is the first time Kareem Rodriguez has ever played in a qualifying tournament. He's never played in the Olympics, never played in the World Cup, but he is shining on the big stage now for his national team, Mexico, with 10 points in this semifinal game. Mexico locked in. It seems that way, out of nowhere. Maybe just Kareem Rodriguez locked in, though. I don't know, because that was a 6-0 run all by himself. Mexico average age looks 30 plus. They're led by their point guard, Paul Stoll, who's 38. But they do have some young bucks, a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old on the team. You watch the U.S.-China and the U.S.-Philippines games. Those games were not even close. Yeah, 94-point win, a 96-point win. Highlight reel dunks and all, yeah. That U17 USA team is a walking highlight reel. The game stream is at courtside1891.basketball. Here on the FIBA YouTube, we just have these chat parties for live stats, live commentary, and a place for the viewers to put their thoughts. Yep, 15-year-olds, 17-year-olds on the senior national team. 15-year-old Adrian Isaac Porras has not seen any action, but the 17-year-old Kareem Lopez has been solid in this tournament. 6 points per game. It's a 7-point lead for Puerto Rico. As players get tangled up, official had to step in, but no real problems. Isaiah Pinheiro and Paul Stoll were a little tied up. Referee ran out from the sideline thinking a fight was going to break out, but nothing doing there. Just a friendly battle for the basketball. It belongs to Mexico, 14 on the shot clock. No way Puerto Rico is struggling with Mexico. I mean, they were just out to a 13-point lead, but now it's just 7. A great battle here in the first half. a drive and an offensive foul. That'll go against Gabriel Giron. He was looking for Joshua Ibarra on the dump off, but ran into the defense. And it was George Condit who set his feet down low to draw the offensive foul. So we have to get the floor wiped up after a couple bodies went diving inside a minute to go in the second. Not bad at all for Mexico. Young blood on the floor. An easy lay-in there. Wow, nobody guarding Ortiz on the baseline drive. Refs got no chill today. Yeah, the officials were stepping in there quickly, making sure there's no extracurricular activities and just basketball on the floor. Mexico turns it over. Could not find Ibarra on the bounce pass. The stream is on courtside1891.basketball. That's the official broadcast home of the Olympic qualifying tournaments in all 4 locations. Waters with it on the right wing. Makes a couple dribble moves. Gets inside. He kicks to the corner. A 3 is up. Around the rim and out. And it's followed up by Ortiz. The lead is 11. 2 seconds to go in the second. They kick out. Rodriguez, a left wing 3. That's good at the buzzer. Kareem Rodriguez hits it with time winding down to make it 8. So the halftime lead is 47-39. Kareem Rodriguez hit 3 late threes in the second quarter. He has 13 points, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, 5 of 7 overall. Latvia versus Brazil. I think that'll be a really fun final game. I think the home crowd could power Latvia to the win. Kareem Rodriguez is keeping Mexico alive. 13 points, 9 of them coming late from beyond the arc. And I was talking about the difference between college basketball and international basketball earlier. We have cheerleaders out on the floor from San Juan. It really does look like a college basketball game there in Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Lithuanians will have to cheer for our Latvian brothers tomorrow. Hopefully both make the Olympics. And we'll see what happens. Lithuania and Latvia will both play in Olympic qualifying championships tomorrow. And just so excited for the entire day. What a fun time it is for international basketball. U17 World Cup finals are tomorrow. 4 championships with trips to Paris on the line. I'll be hosting the chat party for the Greece-Croatia final tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Greece is obviously led by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Ivica Zubac's the leader for Croatia. So a couple NBA stars doing battle on the international stage, trying to will their teams to the Summer Olympics. The winner of this gets Lithuania. Lithuania beat Italy earlier today to advance to the final round of this Puerto Rico qualifying tournament. And they get either Puerto Rico or Mexico tomorrow. So halftime thoughts, what are we thinking? Who gets Lithuania tomorrow? Will it be Puerto Rico or does Mexico have a second win? Philippines over Brazil. The Philippines, it's been a struggle in basketball for the Philippines, but listen, international basketball is always a blast. You're ready for both? All right. Lithuania doesn't care who wins. I think they're coming out on top either way. Again, for Puerto Rico, their star player, Jose Alvarado, just 7 points. He didn't play much in the second quarter, played the entire first quarter, and then just 2 minutes and 20 seconds of action in the second, in front of a big home crowd. An 8-point lead for Puerto Rico over Mexico. Puerto Rico finished 12th at the 2023 World Cup. Mexico finished 25th. So neither team qualified directly for the Summer 2024 Olympics presented by FIBA. Mexico's Olympic history, they won bronze in 1936. Nothing since then, so it's been a little while. On the other side for Puerto Rico, every Olympics since 2006, they've placed outside the top 10. They are 28 and 35 all time, in the Summer Olympics. They've never won a medal. Lithuanian guys stay ready for everyone. That's really the key. When you have knockout play and you're playing back-to-back days, you don't really have time to prepare for a specific team. So obviously, Lithuania will be watching this game, but they can't prepare for Puerto Rico or Mexico. They have to prepare for Puerto Rico and Mexico. And that's what makes it so tough playing on consecutive days. 4 out of 5 days is this Olympic qualifying tournament. The group phase took place over 2 days. Then they got a break. And then right back to it the next day with 2 games. So it's tough, but you said it best. Doesn't matter who wins. We have to be prepared for everyone. And Lithuania will be ready. Can't wait for those final OQT matches. Yeah, it'll be such a fun day. 4 qualifying tournament championships taking place tomorrow. And the loser, well, their dreams are over, and they will not play in the Olympics. It's do or die time for all of these teams. The winners of tomorrow's games all go to Paris. They will join the already 8 qualified teams. USA is obviously the heavy favorite going into the Paris Olympics. They started their training camp today, and it was pretty funny seeing all of those guys talking to each other. I won't say all the words because got to keep it clean here, but LeBron and Steph Curry shared some words for each other, and to say it in less words, about time, is what LeBron said to Steph, that the two get to team up for Team USA. They'll be joined by Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant. Head coach Steve Kerr has a bunch of talent on that floor. Canada has a pretty loaded squad with all sorts of NBA talent. France has a good team. LeBron's greeting, "What's up, chef?" It was really funny seeing all those guys talking to each other for the first time at training camp. And they're getting started now in Las Vegas. LeBron was watching Bronny's first Summer League game just a couple hours ago. Bronny James got a bucket for the Lakers in the Summer League. KD looks like he's on a school trip. Kevin Durant looking like he took a school bus to Las Vegas. Sad how Slovenia got destroyed. Luka does need the summer rest. I saw someone say it's pretty disappointing that in pretty rapid succession, Luka Doncic got eliminated after the Mavericks fell to the Celtics in the NBA Finals, and then his nation, Slovenia, well, they got crushed by Greece today. So fun, though, seeing Giannis and Luka on the same floor in international basketball. But Giannis, his brother Kostas, and all of Greece got the best of Slovenia in the semifinals. If Puerto Rico comes out on top, they will face Lithuania. We still have 20 minutes to play to decide a winner. The winner of this semifinal goes on to face Lithuania, who beat Italy earlier today. Yep, we'll still have to see what happens. Mexico can definitely still win. There's no doubt. With the way Kareem Rodriguez is shooting the basketball from deep, Mexico is not going anywhere. If Mexico can get back to what they did, especially defensively, like they did in the first quarter, they can 100% win this game. Like I said, the first 3 or so minutes of the third quarter are very important for who will come out on top. You have to gain that momentum early in the second half. They just showed Fabian Jaimez's shot chart on the screen. Again, you can see all of this on FIBA.basketball, and it's really interesting. He has 13 points. 9 of them have come from the smallest gap on the right wing, where he made 3 triples, about a step away from each other. Mexico won't have a chance against Lithuania, but I think Puerto Rico does with their play style. Yeah, Puerto Rico, they're very different from Lithuania. Puerto Rico controls the pace with their guards, and they use a lot more speed than the methodical style Lithuania has. Matas Buzelis has not played any Summer League games yet. There are only 4 teams playing right now. It's the Lakers, Warriors, Kings, and Heat. They are playing in a California Classic, and then the rest of the games in Vegas will get underway in a few days. So Matas Buzelis with the Chicago Bulls will get his first NBA action soon. Buzelis is a great player. People say this NBA draft class is a historically bad one. I don't think it's too bad. I like the play style of Matas Buzelis. He's a very tall guard, moves well. And there are ties for the Chicago Bulls to Lithuania. Arturas Karnišovas is an executive for the Chicago Bulls. He was a player for Lithuania. Matas Buzelis, a part of that draft class. Who's everyone's favorite player out of that draft class? Mine is Jared McCain. McCain with the Philadelphia 76ers now. Played 1 year at Duke. Such an entertaining player. Buzelis will definitely change the Lithuania team a lot. The style of his play is a lot faster than most of those guys. Lithuania passes it around a lot, and they work the post. Buzelis can get to the post in one step from the three-point line, so it will change it a lot. Domantas Sabonis right now is the big-time star. Although he hasn't been the best player, Marius Grigonis has scored the best for Lithuania. Sabonis is the biggest name. Arturas Karnišovas knows Matas Buzelis' dad from Lithuania national team days. Chicago Bulls have all sorts of Lithuanian blood. Karnišovas, one of the best out of Lithuania, and now getting some other guys from his home nation involved in the NBA's Chicago Bulls and Matas Buzelis. 165 looking nice. We are about pretty much right on pace. Jose Alvarado has 7 points. He's 2 of 5 from the field. He played the entire first quarter and then played just over 2 minutes in the second quarter. Let me do some real quick math. I'm going to pull out my calculator because math is not my strong suit. but I'm going to check on that 165 point line. So we're at 86 points total right now. So 86 times 2 is 172. So we are on pace to go over 165. Grigonis is not so good with his pro team in Greece. He has really stepped it up for Lithuania in this Olympic qualifying tournament, scoring the ball really efficiently. Dropping dimes today. Yep, you can also find official statistics on Jose Alvarado and everyone else on FIBA.basketball. That's where I'm getting all the information from. But Jose Alvarado, 7 points in the first half. You appreciate my math skills? Yeah, I had to pull out the calculator to do that math. Probably could have done it, but I'd rather be watching international basketball than doing mental math, so I'll just punch in a few buttons and let the phone do it for me. But we are on pace from the first half to go above 165. We need Jonas Valanciunas for that team talk aspect. Add that patriotic spirit to Lithuania. Valanciunas is not playing in the qualifying tournament due to being a free agent, but looks like if Lithuania makes the Olympics, obviously, he will join the team. The final touch to the Lithuania national team. We're just about set. Final buzzer just went off and the huddles break. Saying hello from Puerto Rico. We welcome you to this FIBA Chat Party. Second half is just about set to get started, with Puerto Rico on top of Mexico 47-39. Oh, he did sign with the Wizards? I did not know that. All right, good. So Valanciunas is out of free agency, and if Lithuania does make the Olympics, he will be a part of the squad. Puerto Rico starts with the basketball here in the second half, messing up my words. Do I believe Greece has a chance against Team USA? Probably not. Team USA is just so loaded. Yeah, I mean, Greece is good, and they ran through Slovenia today to get into the championship of their home qualifying tournament. But USA is so stacked that I think every team will run into trouble. Paul Stoll hits it from distance, a 5-point lead, and Isaiah Pinheiro quickly turns it back out at 7. I am messing up my words to begin this second half. 49-42 Puerto Rico. Ibarra misses it in the post. Great defense down low by Condit. Puerto Rico fans out in full force. There's a takeaway. And Mexico going 3-on-3 the other way, but they slow up the fast break and set up the half-court offense. Ibarra, the offensive rebound and stick back. 5-point lead now. Kyrie, I believe, is from Australia, but he moved to the U.S. when he was young. So he is a part of the American squad. Kyrie Irving in the NBA, a citizen of the United States, so a part of the USA squad as he has been for many years now. Team USA is so loaded. There's a chance LeBron comes off the bench in the Olympics. That's how good the team is. LeBron starting to reach his final years playing international basketball, but it doesn't matter. The star power USA has. We'll be seeing a lot of LeBron, a lot of USA in Paris. It's 51-44 Puerto Rico. Yeah, born in Australia, but is a citizen of the United States, so he does play his international basketball with America. A steal, Mexico going down the other way, and a near turnover. The Puerto Rico bench is not happy. Greece has a solid chance if Giannis can reach his final stats. I mean, Giannis, obviously, one of the best players in the NBA. And he has a solid supporting cast around him on Team Greece. But I don't know. USA is so good that it might be hard. Steph Curry is 36 years old. So some of the stars for Team USA are starting to become veterans. Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant. But some up-and-comers, too, on the team. Anthony Edwards is obviously the biggest young buck on that team. He's such an electrifying player. Anthony Edwards just brings the fireworks to any team he's on. Ibarra grabs an offensive rebound. USA squad a bit old. I mean, maybe compared to some other teams, but still so much talent. Gabriel Hero lays it in with the shot clock winding down after catching a pass down low. Lead is 5 for Puerto Rico. Who's on Team Mexico? The stars for Team Mexico are Joshua Ibarra, Paul Stoll. Oh, Tremont Waters just hit a deep right wing three for Puerto Rico. But yeah, Paul Stoll, Joshua Ibarra, Israel Gutierrez, Gabriel Hiron. LeBron the crybaby. All we talk about is LeBron. I mean, definitely the biggest name on Team USA. Oh, a takeaway, and a foul is called. Waters was going to the basket. Foul will go against Hiron. Tremont Waters took a hard fall. The Puerto Rico bench wants an unsportsmanlike. Waters is still down on the floor in some pain. Yeah, Bronny played in his first Summer League game today. Now, let me check the stats on that. I know he did get a bucket. So at least 2 points. I'm not sure if he scored again. Four points for Bronny James today. I only saw his first basket. He does get a lot of hate, yeah. I think it's just because he's LeBron's son, and that's what a lot of people think got him to this stage, but a solid player. LJIL, welcome to rookie membership. You can start your FIBA YouTube membership on the homepage by clicking join, starting at just 99 cents per month to receive all sorts of exclusive rewards. The game is on courtside1891.basketball. This stream is just a chat party with live stats and live commentary. 9-point lead for Puerto Rico, 55-46. A slow start to the second half. Floater through traffic is off the mark from Paul Stoll. Puerto Rico ball, just over halfway through this third quarter. Alvarado misses a three from the corner. Mexico gets it back. Hiron, baseline drive, turns, puts it up and in. Gabriel Hiron got walled off on the baseline, but he drops it in while fading away. Puerto Rico gets it back. It's Waters running the point. He loops around a screen, goes back to the top of the key, just inside the three-point line with the jumper. 57-48 Puerto Rico. The winner goes on to tomorrow's championship, where they will take on Lithuania, trying to punch their ticket to the Summer Olympics in Paris. 8 teams have already qualified for the World Cup for the Olympics, and 4 teams will join them through the qualifying tournaments. All 4 finals are tomorrow. All games on Courtside 1891.basketball will have chat parties here on the FIBA YouTube for all of the 4 games. Mexico about to come back. We'll see what happens. We're over halfway through this third quarter. A deep 3 from Stoll. That was not a smart shot. He just threw that up from a few steps inside half court. Time was not even expiring on the shot clock. Still 10 to shoot there for Stoll. Sabonis makes mistakes for Lithuania, worse than the NBA. I mean, Sabonis, Mexico's bench is not happy, and for good reason. Puerto Rico might have got away with one there. I'll get back to that point on Sabonis, but Isaiah Pinheiro, it looked like he was standing out of bounds when he caught the offensive rebound. So we'll see what happens here. I don't know if they can review this. All right, we're getting another look at it now. It wasn't a rebound, it was a pass from Alvarado to Pinheiro. So here, I'll draw this out as best I can. Going down the lane this way, Alvarado was looping to the basket on the left side, and he dumped it off. Right under the basket was Pinheiro. It looked like he was standing on the end line, but the Mexico bench freaked out immediately. And the Mexico coach got a technical foul for it. Omar Quintero, I mean, from what I saw, he was out of bounds. And that's why Mexico is so upset right now. Omar Quintero on the sideline was jumping up and down and sprinting down the sideline. Either way, though, the officials did not see what Quintero and Mexico saw. So Alvarado makes the technical free throw, and now Romero is at the line for the free throws on the foul. What a disaster for Mexico, as the referees might have missed an out-of-bounds call. Romero cannot convert on the and one. The lead is 12. Going back to that Sabonis point, he broke the record for most consecutive double-doubles in the NBA, but he can't seem to do the same thing on the international stage. He has been struggling a little bit in this qualifying tournament, but he's got one more game facing the winner of Puerto Rico and Mexico. Who's qualified already? We have Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Japan, Serbia, South Sudan, and the United States. Those are the 8 teams that have already punched their ticket to Paris. US is the best. US is very talented. The player, not team, but the player I'm most excited to see, Keisei Tominaga of Japan. An absolutely electric three-point shooter. He played at the University of Nebraska in the United States and will represent Japan in the Olympics. The 8 teams qualified were through the 2023 World Cup, presented by FIBA. So that is how those 8 teams already punched their ticket. And the remaining 4 will do so through qualifying tournaments. The officials are currently reviewing a foul call. Tremont Waters got screened and he wrapped his arm around. So that's what they're looking at right now to see if there's an unsportsmanlike foul. So we do have an unsportsmanlike foul. It's against Tremont Waters. And that will send Mexico to the line. Frank Diaz, welcome to our rookie membership. Again, you can do so by clicking join on the FIBA YouTube homepage. Puerto Rico fans making noise while Mexico shoots their free throws. Jaimez took the shots after the foul was called, and it's a 10-point lead now for Puerto Rico. Lithuania ranked 6th in the World Cup. Yeah, so the way it works is to get more, global recognition. It's the top. They get 2 teams. Let me pull it up because I don't want to get it wrong. So France automatically qualified because they're the host nation. And then the other 7, so 8 total already qualified. The other 7, it's 2 from America, 2 from Europe, 1 from Africa, 1 from Asia, and 1 from Oceania. So that's how Lithuania, even though they finished 6th, it was not enough to qualify them for the Olympics. Any Wildcats fans, you remember Tubelis. You absolutely have to remember Azuolas Tubelis. Hard to forget if you're a college basketball fan. Sabonis needs some more time. He does need to address the injury. Not 100%, but he's still struggling a little bit. Don't have Valanciunas, not yet, but Jonas Valanciunas will join the team if Lithuania can qualify for the Olympics. Marius Grigonis, the star for Lithuania so far in this qualifying tournament. Offensive foul, Joshua Ibarra lowering his shoulder into George Condit. $63-50, Puerto Rico on top of Mexico. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. So that's a nice shot from the baseline. That was Tremont Waters. Lead is 15. Waters on the baseline fading away. Cooking everyone if Domantas Sabonis played like his dad, Arvydas. Arvydas Sabonis, a Lithuanian great. International basketball, NBA basketball. Running through the family. The game is live at courtside1891.basketball. 65-50 the advantage. Puerto Rico leading Mexico. 3 to go in the third quarter. Mexico just called a timeout after Tremont Waters drilled a fadeaway on the baseline. Tremont Waters having himself a nice game for Puerto Rico. 22 points on 7 of 10 shooting. He came into this game averaging 9.5 per game. Yeah, Team Mexico does not have a single NBA player on their roster. And that is definitely tough. Puerto Rico, on the other hand, Jose Alvarado, the only current player. But Tremont Waters was in the NBA at one point. He bounced around the league and the G League for 4 years. Now with Gigantes de Carolina in Puerto Rico, he was the 51st pick in the draft in 2019 to the Boston Celtics. Played his college basketball at LSU. A 5'11" point guard out of New Haven, Connecticut. 10 points, 12 rebounds, or 12 assists, against Italy. Does Puerto Rico have big guys? They do have some height, not too much. They're a guard-heavy team. Ismael Romero is a 6'8" center, averaging 5 points, 5 rebounds. Where do you watch the game? It is at courtside1891.basketball. It's courtside1891.basketball. 3 from the corner, drops in. Isaiah Pinheiro makes it 68-52. Puerto Rico is starting to run away with this one late in the third. Pinheiro averaging 5 a game in this tournament, over 10 a game in the 2023 World Cup. Oh, that's a great feed down low, and laying it in is Israel Gutierrez. Paul Stoll fired it inside with his left hand from deep on the left wing. Paul Stoll has 7 assists. He averages 11.5, which is first in this tournament. Yeah, Puerto Rico is building up a lead, 71-54. Oh, Gutierrez, unguarded in the paint, makes it 71-56. Young Arvydas was incredible. The injuries got to him. Lithuania will be a great test for Puerto Rico. I think it'll be a really entertaining game. I think whoever controls the pace of the game will come out on top. Oh, soaring down the lane is George Condit to punch it in with his right hand. Right down the middle of the paint. Condit took off from just inside the free throw line. Here's a 3. That's good. A much-needed 3 from Andriassi. Cuts the lead to 14. Alvarado slices into the lane, drops it off, and a foul. Going up for the dunk was Romero, and there was contact. Lithuania has a 7-footer, enough to defend the Puerto Ricans. I think the guards will be more important for Lithuania defensively, because that's what Puerto Rico does well offensively. Yeah, Puerto Rico is very quick. That's what I think could cause problems tomorrow for Lithuania. They take their time with the ball, and that's why I think the pace will be so important. If Puerto Rico can get out and run, I think they'll come out on top. Need Grigonis to outshoot them? Yeah, Marius Grigonis will be big. Another technical foul goes against Gabriel Giron for Mexico, sending Alvarado to the line. He makes his technical free throw, and now Romero will take the shots after the foul. Ismael Romero averaging 5.5 per game, 5 rebounds. He started with the Puerto Rican national team in 2012 in the Central Basket Tournament. Yeah, Lithuania's style of play is a lot more old school than Puerto Rico. Yeah, the defense will be more important than Grigonis' shooting. I agree. I think with the way Puerto Rico plays, especially transition defense will be crucial for Lithuania. The way they played, though, against Italy, who has a similar play style to Puerto Rico, shouldn't be too concerning for Lithuania fans. Obviously, there will be some nerves with a trip to Paris on the line. But a good showing today against Italy. Yeah, if it works, it works. That's a good way to put it. Old school basketball does work for some teams. 3 is up, it's off. Alvarado grabs the miss. Tremont Water pulls it back out. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clock, and a foul against Paul Stoll near the half-court line. Tremont Waters was dribbling it around. Ooh. Just got a haircut yesterday, still trying to figure this out. Not looking too good on camera. The game is on courtside1891.basketball. This is just a chat party with live stats and commentary. Just need a big fourth quarter. Hey, got a big first quarter out of Mexico. Just have to replicate that in the final 10 minutes. We'll see what they can do. Omar Quintero and co. Currently down by 16. Mexico needs all the help they can get going into the fourth. Good luck next time. Hey, not over yet. You never know what can happen in the final 10 minutes. Tremont Waters at the charity stripe. Makes the lead 18. Puerto Rico has taken this one out of reach here in the third. Lopez has it stolen away with a few seconds left. Alvarado missed the layup. Oh boy. Jose Alvarado, he ended the third quarter doing what he does best with a steal, but he just missed a layup. So we reached the fourth quarter. Puerto Rico leading 77-59. Probably should be 79-59. But Jose Alvarado could not drop in the layup. Ooh, Tremont Waters went crashing into the stands as he saved it from going out of bounds on that steal. But he walks off under his own power to the bench. The cheerleaders come out for the t-shirt toss. Yep, the website is courtside1891.basketball. Courtside1891.basketball. Tremont Waters is going to the locker room. Not a good sign. He's holding his head. He did run off the floor, but went into the locker room with the trainer. We do need Butkevičius for Lithuania. Could be big. Yeah, Puerto Rico has better offensive quality than Italy. That is true. They do have similar play styles, but Puerto Rico does it more efficiently. They knock down a lot more shots. And they score in a variety of ways, does Puerto Rico. Really excited for tomorrow's championship, whether it be Puerto Rico or whether Mexico comes back to pull off a stunner. As we get set to start the fourth quarter, Puerto Rico up by 18 over Mexico. The final 10 minutes from San Juan. Puerto Rico has a 13-9 advantage all-time against Mexico. They've won 3 of the last 4. These two teams met in the 2023 World Cup, and Puerto Rico won that game by 10. Or it was the World Cup qualifiers, excuse me. The game tomorrow will tip off at 6 o'clock Eastern. That's the final qualifying tournament championship. Again, there are 4 games tomorrow. Brazil taking on Latvia at noon. Bahamas against Spain at 1:30. And Greece against Croatia, all Eastern time. That one at 2 Eastern. I'll be hosting the chat party for that game, Greece against Croatia. We'll have chat parties for all 4 tournament finals, and all streams will be on courtside1891.basketball. Mexico gets a steal. Here's the drive from the left wing. Giron, that's good. The floater drops in and hit the heel 3 times and bounced in. (77-61). Howard, deep left wing. Gets a screen to the point and hits a 3. A big day from Jordan Howard continues for Puerto Rico. He has 14 points in under 10 minutes of action. Giron spins, sheds the contact. He wanted a foul call, doesn't get it. Puerto Rico coming the other way, and a foul, an unsportsmanlike. Moises Andriassi wrapped his arms around, I believe it was Howard. No, it was not Howard. It was John Clavel who was making his way down the floor, and from behind, Andriassi wrapped his arms around him. Mexico cannot afford to have these unsportsmanlike fouls down the stretch. The officials will go to the replay monitor. To me, it definitely looked like an unsportsmanlike foul, just unnecessary contact. Initially, Andriassi went for the ball. In order to do so, he had to wrap one arm around Clavel, and then he just brought the other one around as well. Mexico getting deep fried. Puerto Rico has really taken this one in the second half, now up 19. Neither Puerto Rico or Mexico could win against Lithuania. We'll see. Could be a fun game. It looks like it'll be Puerto Rico that will take on Lithuania. All right, the Mexico fans are still staying strong in the chat. Despite the big deficit late, you never know what can happen in international basketball. Below zero chance that Croatia can beat Greece. I'm most excited for the matchup between Giannis Antetokounmpo and Ivica Zubac. Obviously, two NBA stars. Zubac 7'1", and Giannis basically a 6'11" point guard. There's not much he can't do. No unsportsmanlike foul. It's a common foul against Moises Andriassi. It's Puerto Rico ball on the sideline after the foul. Again, that unsportsmanlike foul is wiped off. It's just a common foul against Andriassi. Howard steps into it. That's in! Jordan Howard is looking like his younger brother Marcus today, making shots from all over the floor. A deep top of the key three-pointer. Jordan Howard is doing it all today for Puerto Rico. 17 points. It's 83-61. In the blink of an eye, Puerto Rico has gotten away from Mexico. Shot is off. Mexico coming the other way slowly. Giron has it on the right wing. Fakes a three inside for Jaimez, who lays it in. Fabian Jaimez averaging 14 points per game and 7.5 rebounds. He lays that one in, now with 17 points on the day. Porzingis will never play for Latvia, gets injured every 3 games. John Clavel drills it from distance. 23-point lead for Puerto Rico. Mexico needs to make a run. Yeah, it's getting late. I mean, offensively, they're struggling. And Puerto Rico is turning defense into offense, especially from beyond the arc. Howard and Clavel just hit 2 straight deep threes. Mexico already lost this one. You never know what could happen. but it's not looking too good. Inside, layup is off, but the stick back in for Condit. George Condit, who's averaging 16 and 6, grabbed his own miss. It's a 25-point lead for Puerto Rico. Very interesting to me. George Condit, 16 points per game, 6 rebounds per game. This is his third game in this qualifying tournament. He has 0 total assists. George never swing the rock Condit, I guess. The Chicago native played his college basketball at Iowa State. This is a massacre. It has definitely gotten out of hand quickly for Mexico. George Condit of the Rip City Remix in the G League, where he averaged just under 13 points, over 8 rebounds per game in the 2023-24 season. Joshua Ibarra looks defeated on the Mexico bench. Both teams are good. This is a very solid showing for both teams. Yeah, George never swing the rock Condit. 3 games, 0 assists. But hey, when you're scoring the ball with ease like he is and grabbing rebounds, you don't really have to pass. Especially if he's just going to tap it in off the rim. The game is on courtside1891.basketball. Everyone's talking about Lithuania because the winner of this game faces Lithuania in tomorrow's championship with a spot in the Summer Olympics on the line. They're already thinking about Grigonis? Possibly. Yeah, on the bench. Oh, did we get an unsportsmanlike foul? Condit got the offensive rebound. Oh, we did. I did not see the unsportsmanlike foul initially. So Condit got the, I don't even want to say rebound, but he poked it off the rim right back into the basket. And then whoever the ball landed on for Mexico threw it at the face of Condit. So Jordan Howard at the line. Misses the free throw, though, after the unsportsmanlike foul. Inside 7 minutes to go. 88-63. A 3 is up. That's off the mark. Offensive rebound pulled down. Then it's tapped around. And coming to grab it for Mexico is Paul Stoll. Stoll pulls it back out. That's a deep left wing 3. Oh, he hits it this time. A few possessions ago, Paul Stoll, for no reason, just sent up a prayer. And this time he does it again, but it's good. Paul Stoll up to 9 points. He's 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. We're going to Paris. The Puerto Rico fans think it's time for a trip to the Olympics. Puerto Rico calling timeouts to talk about tomorrow's strategy. 88-66 on top of Mexico. After that Paul Stoll triple. Stoll with 9 points and 8 assists. He leads this qualifying tournament in assists per game with 11.5. Stoll's been playing too much. You need Issa Silva. Issa Silva, another one of the young players for Mexico, 21 years old, plays at Long Beach State University after 2 years at Stanford. Sabonis will be the son of Puerto Rico. Should be an interesting game tomorrow. 2 very different teams in Lithuania and most likely Puerto Rico. Pulled back out. That's a 3 by Howard. Jordan Howard, what a game. 20 points, 7 of 10 from the field, and 4 of 6 from three-point range. Howard throws it away. He was trying to find a lob. Arnaldo Toro steps in. Lob inside, and Lopez lays it in. Puerto Rico bugs. Sabonis will trample on them. We need younger people to fill the point guard spot. Paul Stoll at 38 years old. This could be his last go-around with Mexico. Issa Silva, the 21-year-old, is a very good backup option, but not seeing much action. He did not play against Ivory Coast. He scored 2 points against Lithuania. Mercy rule? We do not have that. Stephen Thompson checks in for Puerto Rico. He didn't see any action versus Italy, but scored 20 points against Bahrain. Freeze the ball, shoot more easy layups. Just getting their runs in for tomorrow. Same with Giron. Mexico needs to move on. Gabriel Giron, 36 years old, plays professionally in Mexico. Puerto Rico knows Mexico well. They have won 3 of the last 4 outings. We'll make it 4 of the last 5 between these two teams. 55-45 chance in favor of Puerto Rico over Lithuania. I don't know. I might get even a little more specific than that. Maybe 52-48. I think it'll be a really fun game tomorrow. All the Olympic qualifying tournaments should be really interesting to see. Without getting too biased, I'm looking forward to the Bahamas. I'm hoping for a Bahamas upset over Spain. I'm just such a fan of what VJ Edgecombe has done for the Bahamas at 18 years old. Puerto Rico 1 step to classify for Paris. That is sure what it's looking like. 23-point lead over Mexico. You stay with your odds, all right. The 55-45 chance for Puerto Rico. Yeah, Sabonis is not playing too many minutes for Lithuania. They've relied on some other guys. Is my friend that was looking for the over 165 total points still in the chat with us? If so, you're 2 points away from that mark. And for all my Lithuania fans in the chat, are you scared at all of the Puerto Rico home crowd? Will likely be another sellout crowd. That's the advantage of getting the qualifying tournament on your home floor in San Juan. This game against Mexico, a sold-out crowd from Coliseo de Puerto Rico, and you'd have to assume it'll be the same for the final with a trip to Paris on the line. Yeah, he's still in the chat. One more bucket and we're hitting the over 165. 91-72 Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, too much talent. Mexico couldn't keep up. Crowd of 50 people. I don't know about that. It's definitely more than that. 50 people is underestimating it just a tad. At the free throw line, it's Stephen Thompson. Again, Thompson didn't play versus Italy. Dropped 20 against Bahrain. So he's tied for the highest average in this tournament with Joshua Ibarra, but he did it the easy way by only playing in one game. 20-point lead, 92-72. Inside, Ibarra lost it for a moment, got it back. Thompson, down the lane on the left side, cut off at the elbow. 3 is up. That one comes up short from Ortiz. Missed and then put back in by James we have officially hit the over 165 points. Dr. Dre, you can take a sigh of relief. Yeah, Europe crowds do get absolutely wild, so a lot of the Lithuanian players are used to it. EuroLeague can get rowdy with those fans. 2:17 to play, 92-74. Puerto Rico leads Mexico. An illegal screen against Arnaldo Toro gives it back to Mexico. Officials having a meeting, and they will go to the replay monitor. Tomorrow's Greece final against Croatia, floor seats are going for over $500. Prices for Puerto Rico final starting at $48 per ticket, but I'm assuming after this Puerto Rico win, those will go up quickly. Can't start this slow against Lithuania, but you like your chances. Press and run all night. I think that'll definitely be the key. That second part, if you can get out and run, Puerto Rico will be in a good spot. Control a fast pace. Don't let Lithuania set up the half-court offense. All right, so your predictions: Greece, Latvia, Spain, Puerto Rico. More crowds on the final game tomorrow? I'd have to assume so, yeah. I mean, it's a championship. A trip to Paris is on the line. You need that home court advantage to come out. I think that's a good prediction. I think Greece will have it against Croatia. I like Latvia's chances. Spain, Bahamas. Personally, I'm rooting for the upset because I just think it'd be more fun if Bahamas can continue the Cinderella run. And then Puerto Rico, Lithuania might be the game of the day. Prediction is that Latvia and Lithuania are meeting in the Olympics. All right, each team still has to win tomorrow to get there. So we will see what happens. Tomorrow is going to be such a fun day. Again, the action gets started at noon Eastern. We have noon, 1:30, 2 o'clock, and 6 o'clock tip-offs. Spain showed weakness today against Finland without Markkanen. I mean, Finland has been pretty solid. Oh, clear the lane down the baseline. That's a hard flush from Ortiz. Pretty weak, Finland. Yeah, they haven't been great. They haven't been bad, though. I'd say pretty solid on day one. Isa Silva checks into the game for Mexico. So the potential replacement for point guard Paul Stoll. Quality teamwork. Yeah, Finland is not bad. I see what you're saying. Not one of the best teams in these qualifying tournaments, but not the worst. Bahamas could be a real fun game. Ooh, stock up on energy drinks for tomorrow. A 2 a.m. tip-off in your time. That's tough. $20-point lead for Puerto Rico late in this one. All right, we have more predictions in the chat. Spain, Greece, Brazil, and Lithuania. Okay. So that's a tie-up on the Puerto Rico-Lithuania game. Paul Stoll is a gamer. Paul Stoll has an incredibly high basketball IQ. I've been very impressed with his court vision in this qualifying tournament. He has 8 assists in this game, under his 11.5 average. Need to worry for Bahamas and Colombia as they're getting better. 94-76. $12,700 in the stadium today, the official number. Puerto Rico home crowd is not messing around. I do see some empty seats in the arena. If we lose to Puerto Rico, I'm immigrating. Wow, that's a harsh punishment. A takeaway and a flush for Christopher Ortiz with 4 seconds remaining. Issa Silva puts up a floater and banks it in at the buzzer, and that takes us to the end of the game. Puerto Rico beats Mexico 98-78. It was close for a while. Mexico led after the first quarter, 25-20. But Puerto Rico, simply too much. Mexico's dream of heading to the Summer 2024 Olympics are wiped away by Puerto Rico. They have one more game tomorrow against Lithuania to go to Paris. The Olympic Qualifying Tournament finals are all set. So again, to give you a quick summary of tomorrow's games, we will get started at noon with Brazil and Latvia, Bahamas against Spain at 1:30, Greece versus Croatia at 2, and Puerto Rico, Lithuania at 6. All times are Eastern. Tomorrow is sold out, 18,000 fans. It will be a tough environment for Lithuania, playing in the final in the Puerto Rico qualifier. So 4 incredible matchups today, and the day will end with this Puerto Rico team playing against Lithuania. What a day tomorrow will be for the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournaments. So, for Michael Cerrone, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate having you here in the FIBA Chat Party. 4 more Olympic qualifying tournament games tomorrow. It's the championships. The winners of those games will go to Paris. Thanks for tuning in here today. We hope you enjoy the rest of the Olympic qualifying tournaments. Chat parties for all of them here on the FIBA Basketball channel. We'll see you then.